how you actually team up with other people that work at Salesloft. And I've not really heard about this as a tactic, because I think maybe traditionally, I don't know, maybe the misconception is that sales reps are quite selfish in that it's my prospect and my pipeline and my process. I don't want anyone else getting involved because then they might take some credit for it. So do you want to just talk about that teaming up strategy you mentioned?
I do this all through my sales cycle as well. I don't know a single deal that I have closed where it's just me. Like, all of my deals will have other people from Salesloft involved, just to ensure that it's like doing everything we physically can to win that person's business. But from a prospecting point of view, I don't know why there is this like conception of like a CEO being up here and an SDR being down here. And it's ever since I first moved into the SDR role, I almost felt daunted speaking to someone who was quite senior. And there was that big step. I always thought CEOs speak to CEOs, CROs speak to CROs, blah, blah, blah. And yes, an SDR can book a meeting with a CEO as an example, but it's just a lot harder. Whereas for some bizarre reason, when you have a CEO reaching out to a CEO, CRO, CFO, CFO, whatever it is, they're more likely to respond to that person. So I take that into my prospecting as well. So I will do my research and I will reach out to a company for a week or two by myself. If I'm not getting any traction from them, I'm then going to find my prospects and find someone at Salesloft that I can get them to message them. I'll do all the research. I will prep the email as well. Salesloft has this really great tool that I think it's available only on Gmail. It's called Draft on Behalf. And it's just an extension. And what it does is you click on Draft on Behalf, you put in the person's email that you wanted to send it to. So CFO at whoever, IBM.com. And then you put in your CFO's email address. You put in the subject line and the message you want to send. You then insert that on Draft on Behalf and it populates as a link. So when you send it to your CFO, they don't have to copy and paste anything. They just click a link and it's going to populate an email for them. And they just press send. They can read through it and it's just going to populate that email for them. So it's such a good tool. And I honestly use it all the time, from prospecting to the rest of my sales cycle. But yeah, I will get them to message my prospect. And the response rate from getting like a CRO to a CRO, etc., is really, really high. And it's just a great way of getting into your target accounts as well, especially if you've done everything you physically can from your side. Then I'm going to try and get someone else to do it.